Now we got Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cleveland's a 5.5 point home dog. Um, I want to say like we throw out any home division dog stats here. Evan had this great stat about Deshaun Watson. Jamarcus Russell lost, he was negative 65.8 total EPA on dropbacks in weeks 1 through 6 in 2009. Since at least 2000, before it was the record low since at least 2000, before Deshaun Watson, who was negative 66.2 this season. Seeing is believing here.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson of 2019 is just not coming back. And we said it last week. We can say it again this week. He is a bad quarterback who either doesn't have the arm to throw the throws, to make the throws that he wants to make, or that the Browns coaches want to call, doesn't have the confidence. And we saw it last week. Like the Eagles got any pressure, his eyes were down and he was going. It's just such a marked difference. You watch a guy, even like Josh Allen last night, Joe Burrow on Sunday night. It's just like these guys, they have such pocket presence and pocket awareness that Deshaun Watson does not have right now. Super hard to bet on the Browns at 5.5, even though in my notes I wrote, is this number too big right now? Is it too tempting to back a road public fave? Like, I don't think we want to do that. So it's really the Browns or nothing here.
Honestly, this is almost my Simon Says bet, but I do think we'll be able to get a 6. So I'm not going to do it yet. This might end up being our big balls bet, Chad. I'm not going to let us off the hook that easy, but you have to take Cleveland in this
Yeah,
spot.
I
Like
know.
this is such a good number. Cincinnati fucking sucks. Like they are so lucky that they won that Giants game. They got outplayed by the Giants in almost every way. They had a fluky Joe Burrow ran the ball 40 yards touchdown, and they did nothing until the final 2 minutes of that game. Like they're just a bad team in Cincinnati. And the biggest problem right now with Watson and this Cleveland team is he holds on the ball too long and he just takes really bad sacks.
Yeah.
I don't know how big of a problem that's going to be against a Cincinnati team that has one really good pass rusher, and that's about it. Like, there's ways they can counter this Cincinnati team. And defensively, I actually like this matchup for Cleveland's defense against this Bengals team. A lot of what Jim Schwartz wants to do defensively is going to give Joe Burrow problems. So, yeah, this is a gross one, but this is probably going to end up as one of our 5, especially if this gets up to 6.5 in our contest. It's like there's going to be too much movement on this line not to take it, and especially where no one's left. Right, the boat is totally empty on Browns betters. There is no one left. So I haven't been to AC yet. I'm probably get down there tonight or tomorrow. I already can guarantee when I talk to the bookmakers, this is going to be the number one bet team, teas, money line, all of it. This Cincinnati team, everyone is just going to be all in on them after that big Sunday night win.
81% of the tickets already on
That's crazy.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Similarly with the money. It's
right.
early in the week, so you're not seeing a ton of wise guy money yet to really have that be a factor. But I knew when I saw this and I was going through it yesterday, sitting in the freaking Detroit airport with my connection that was
This number should be
delayed.
4, though. You agree, right? It should be like
I
4, three and a
I
half.
agree. Like the
Yeah.
number, like well, it's like it's the perfect example of what you just said, which
Yeah.
is we're going to get a point of value on all these home dogs because the public won so emphatically last week. And Cincinnati is one of those teams, right? Like Cincinnati beating up on the Giants, they were a massive public favorite. And even though they looked terrible, even though the only play they made was Joe Burrow running and then Joe Burrow to Yoshivas at the end
Oh,
of the
yeah. That
game,
pass was incredible.
that pass was sick, right? But
Yeah,
it's
it
a
was so
great
good.
example of Joe Burrow, what Joe Burrow can do and Deshaun Watson can't get out of the pocket and
It's
still
true.
be aware of what's happening downfield. I agree with you. The number's just too big. I hate that we're going to want to do it. It's going to be a late entry because we want this number to get as big as possible. And Sunday
Hmm.
morning, it's just going to go up, is the thing. That's really the challenge. We got to wait and wait and wait.